Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup there. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
First carry for James Conner. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Conner. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second and goal, Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 41, Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That catch good for 5. It's third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the deep. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. For right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Going after it right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle of Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Man, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Not much there, only a yard. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Now the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 45 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Indianapolis, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.